try to dive with purpose and contribute back to our Mother Nature instead of just keep on taking it. And by doing that, we have to do our part, keep inspired the people around us as well. Protect our ocean is to protect our life.
Off-Gassing, a scuba podcast with host Nick Hogel. I am very proud and excited to introduce my next guest. Monica Chin is an environmental and marine conservationist. She is on a mission to educate and protect the beautiful waters surrounding Sabah in North Borneo, Malaysia. On this week's episode, we speak about ocean conservation, One Ocean Empire, diving around Malaysia, and what you can do to help. An inspiration, a proud Malaysian, and a true ambassador of our ocean. I hope you enjoy. Monica, how are you doing this evening?
Yeah, I'm fine. Thank you, Nick. Thank you for having me in your studio.
Oh, no, I really appreciate, thank you. I really appreciate you coming on here. I'm excited to hear your story and what you got going on over there in Borneo. I'm sorry, I don't want to butcher it. How do you pronounce it? Kota I don't want to say it.
Kota Kinabalu in Borneo Island.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So the first question I usually start out with is, tell me about how you got into scuba diving. Tell me about that first experience, why and how it all unfolded.
Okay. Basically, and I'm not sure whether you have been to Borneo, especially in Sabah, Kota Kinabalu.
I have not.
You should one day. So here in Borneo, we are surrounded by blue water. It's the island. Basically, it's the biggest island. And I was exposed to the oceans since I was a baby, I guess. Yeah, into a nature, and then basically over the weekend, I always spend my time with my parents by the beach, at the island, and go for fishing, things like that. And that makes me, I can say, connected with the ocean. And when I was kids, I always wonder what is in the water, what is under there, how it look like, where the fish live, how the fish eat, why everybody go to the ocean and fishing, things like that. It's a lot of curiosity during my younger time. So then, how I was into scuba diving, because my mom is a scuba diver, and my father loved to spend most of his extra time to the sea, fishing, sail around the island to island in Borneo, especially. So I was when I was, I think, 8 or 9 years old, and I saw my mom with his scuba diving gear. That's very old school. I think it was 1980 something, and she was breathing in the water, and we are just like watching from the boat, like, what the hell is going on here? How can she get in there? And we just float around and swim around and see her descending to the bottom of the sea. And then after an hour, she'll be back with a lot of story, and then what fish she saw, and what kind of animal, things like a lot of, for me, it's a fairy tale story. So then I still remember there was in Mantanani Island, in the famous name of Mermaid Island in Borneo, which is about 50 minutes off from my hometown, from the mainland to the island. So that was our famous family time at that island. And I always remember that. I will forever remember the magical underwater world that I saw during when I was like 8, 9 years old, 10 years old. When we were snorkeling, we were surrounded by the sea cow. We call it dugong. It's like manatees. Yeah, it's like manatees, but the tail is different than manatees. We call it sea cow here. I mean, yeah, scientifically, they call it sea cow. So honestly, I will never see them again at this present moment at that particular island. During that time, it was so pristine, and you can see them before the sunrise. The big group of them, like 20, 30 of them, and come out just to feed. And then before sunset, you still can see them swim around for the last feeding. And it's a big group of family. And I myself witnessed them gone and disappear. Even the last dugong has died in the commercial fishing trawler around that
Oh,
island. So yeah, it's pretty sad. Like
yeah, that's really sad.
really sad. I witnessed the magical, and it will never ever happen again. And I know I won't see them again, like how I saw them before. And other than that, the coral reef is pristine, huge, and so colorful. But because of human development, businesses, tourism, things, stuff like that, and the islands now become super famous, I can say. They call it Mermaid Island, and everybody want to go to Mermaid Island. And that from 5 houses on the island, and now it become commercialized.
Oh,
Yeah, you can imagine that. And then a lot of destruction, like cyanide fishing, fish bombing, overfishing, over tourism, stuff like that. And that island's no more as magical as as I saw it when I was kid. Then that's make me, me and my mom, like, I can I try your octopus? Can I just breathe next to you, or I hold you, or let me breathe, please, let me breathe. I did that in just floating, like snorkeling, just in the shallow water, and I love it. I fall in love. Like I can stay longer beside my mom, and I can stay longer and watching more marine animal instead of just swimming around with a snorkel, stuff like that. But then um, I I always, since I was that age, I always want to see more. I want to I want to capture more. I want to witness more. I want to see how they live, what they eat, what this kind of things in my mind when I was kid. So then, since then, I'll never stop going to, never stop going around outdoor, like go to island, go to the beach, stuff like that. Always connected, always stay closer to the ocean. Then, other than if bad weather, of course, we go to the land, like hiking, waterfall. I mean, yeah, always closer to nature. And then, because that time when I was young is during school time, high school, and always the expenses that always stopped me to go further. And I got my certification in 1996.
oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, as an open water, certified open water diver during that time. And every weekend I was in the island nearby the city. Never stop. Yeah, I was always, and until now, I'm still diving.
No, that's awesome. That's amazing, and it's sad to hear that you've actually witnessed the decline in just the population of the sea cows, dugongs. Yeah, that's just a sad thing to see because you hear about that happening all over the place, and you see that too, like these little small pristine islands that once they become popular, then they just get overgrown, overpopulated, and the tourism kind of takes over. That's kind of a bummer because it's nice to find those islands and it's nice to visit them, but then once they become too popular, that's a bummer. So is that how you went into the direction of conservation work?
Yeah, that's definitely lead me to the conservation work. I still remember when my first time certified diving, and I saw a big group of fishers, school of fishers. Oh my God! like you just don't want to get up, you just want to stay longer and longer and longer in the water. So then now I am just advanced open water for the past 28 years now, 29, 28 years. And that's keep me going, like want to see more and want to learn more, protect and preserve whatever remaining life now. Yeah,
Okay.
that's
No,
that's
that's
keep me
awesome.
that's keep me going. Conservation.
Yeah, yeah. And is it what One Ocean Empire was born?
Yes,
So tell me
yeah,
a little bit
it is.
of the work that you do that One Ocean Empire does.
Okay, yeah, One Ocean Empire created because of mainly because of declining of our current ecosystem in the nature and the people that who depend on nature the most along the coastline and as well as the community that closer to the rural area or depends on the nature resources more than we do. So I founded One Ocean Empire in 2014, I still remember, but not so active. Then it was at that time I still learning and then try to find a focus point that where should I start and how should I tell people by using this company to educate the local community especially and then to contribute more to our nature by learning and experiencing experience in scuba diving all over is especially Southeast Asia. So One Ocean Empire is a social enterprise company, and we focus on education, courses, and training. For example, like coral propagation course, mangrove basic knowledge on mangrove, how to do mangrove conservations, seagrass, coral cataloging, and through this training, we doing that work together with the local community here in Borneo, Sabah. So basically, it's a community-based project. For our company, we have to self-sustain. We have to self-sustain, and then, of course, this training and courses have to be paid by scuba diver that who interested to carry on their journey as a scuba diving and diving with purpose. So that's our main focus. Then whatever profit that we earn is equally dispersed to equally dispersed to the nature and as well as the local community here. Because we not only how to explain that like because most of the community that I met in, especially in my hometown here in where the our eco camp located in Usukan Island. If you ask them about, do you know about coral? I give you three answers to choose whether they are animal, plant, or rock. I can tell you 95% they give you an answer is rock. Yeah, based on that, then I noticed that our people here is a lack of knowledge. That's why One Ocean Empire here to whatever opportunity we get to get closer to them, to impart the knowledge, to share our skills, we will do that.
Okay, no, that's amazing. And so right now you have just one location. Do you plan on do you only have one location or do you have multiple?
Actually, currently, One Ocean Empire work closely with Ocean Quest Global because Ocean Quest is the standards that we adopt, we take on for all the nature conservation work. It's just like a PADI SSI, the diving school, diving academy. Ocean Quest Global is our standards that we adopt to teach all the nature conservation. So in Borneo, currently, actively, we have a few locations, but But basically, it's collaborating with the dive resort and the dive center. But now we have our own training center on EcoCamp. Name one ocean. The EcoCamp name is Ocean Quest Borneo EcoCamp. You can find in a Google Map. You can Google Map. Yeah. So that's our very own training ground, and people from scuba diver, traveler from all over the world. They registered and they came here to learn all the courses that they're interested on.
Okay, okay. Do you think that you will ever open a location on this side of Malaysia, or is it going to be mostly located over there? And when I mean this side, I should say peninsular Malaysia. Sorry, I can't speak right now.
Actually, it's like a company, like a dive center, right? They have a lot of dive center in, especially in Perhentian, as
Oh,
well
okay,
as
okay.
in Langkawi, things like that. And those dive center, they some of the trainer, Ocean Quest trainer, are teaching those kind of courses as well. So in Peninsular Malaysia, we have Ocean Quest have the location in Perhentian Island and Tioman. I'm not sure whether they're still active, but there's few trainer teaching about the coral, the conservation, restore coral conservation courses in Peninsula as well. But for collaborating, I'm not so sure, but I need to check with the Ocean Quest Global management. But in Borneo, basically, I think I'm the only one doing it actively, teaching and training and contributing to the local community here.
Okay, okay. No, that's awesome. So, give me like a typical day on site. Like you wake up and then what, from the start of your day to the end of your day, what's a typical day for a volunteer?
For volunteer, first they need to be certified. We prefer scuba diver, but now we have a courses for non-diver as well. So once they get certified, they can come here and volunteer in our campsite, in our eco camp. So whenever wake up, first thing first, they have to go for a morning walk to clean up the beach because there's a lot of trash wash up to the shore, wash up to the beach. So that's the first thing first they need to do in the morning. And then after breakfast, we will take them to maybe some of the tasks to walk to the hiking trail, to clean up the hiking trail, and if the weather is permitted to go to the sea, go down to the coral nursery, or check on is there any tangled trash or garbage around our protected reef. So all these volunteer train, and they will go down to the water and do their tasks, daily tasks like reef cleanup, things like that. And some of them will be going to continue the coral monitoring and research as well, because we do a coral cataloging mapping area. So different volunteer have different tasks to do every day. Of course, if the weather is bad, like during monsoon, we have our land conservation as well, like hiking trail, birding, bird ID, wildlife monitoring, and stuff like that in the forest, in island forest. Yeah.
Okay, cool. When is monsoon season usually?
Usually towards the year end, like November, December, and January, especially these three months is disaster. There's no way for you to dive or swim or snorkel. Yeah. So after that, the volunteer they will take a break during lunch, and then they will do some reporting or data collection, some documentation. After break time, probably after the coffee time, then they will back to the water again and swim until sunset. Come back, have some beer, chill, wait for the. Yeah, that's a typical life in our campsite and as a volunteer with us.
No, that sounds like an amazing day. What's a typical length that people will volunteer? 1 week, 2 weeks, 1 month?
No, we don't take that short time. Usually, minimum requirement is 1 month.
Oh,
Mm,
okay, okay.
1 month or requirement because if the regular volunteer, they can do like 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Because if you say if we tried that before, if we give them like 1 week, first day arrival is already preparation, checking in, settle down. So the second day will be briefing and orientation around that campsite or in the water or in the forest. Third day you do the work. Fourth day you do the work. Fifth day is the slow down, and they need to take a break at least 1 day. The last day is fly out already. So not much thing they can do and help. So now our requirement basically is 1 month.
Okay, okay. Well, it's good to know. Good to know. Next, when I get a month off, I'll have to come check it out. um,
Sure.
so, coming from since I have not been over to that area. Coming from KL, how would I get to the project?
Um, from you mean to come to Kota Kinabalu? I mean
Yeah,
to our site?
yeah. Is it a direct flight from KL?
No, I think there's a direct flight from Penang.
Oh, okay, okay. Well, I was just saying for other visitors because I know KL. A lot of people will fly through KL. I don't like. I mean, not many people fly through Penang, but because even but there is a direct flight from Penang. Are you sure? Because when
Yeah,
I've looked at places out there, it's usually I have to have a layover in KL before I head over there. But I'll have to look into that because if we could get there on a direct flight, then we would probably do it sooner.
yes. Basically, from from Kuala Lumpur is a direct flight to Kota Kinabalu. It takes about 2 hours 30 minutes flight. Sometimes, yeah, depends on the airplane. Mostly 2 hours 30 minutes to get to the city of Kota Kinabalu.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay. And
easy.
yeah, yeah, no, that sounds really easy. So, what are some other dive sites on that side of Malaysia? Because I know there's Cipadan's really popular. Do you ever make it to any of those other famous dive sites?
Yeah, mostly I have done all the dive site in Borneo, in Sabah especially. Most of it, yeah. Then, other than Sipadan, there's a lot more island around Borneo, around Sabah, because Sipadan is too famous, and I can say is over diving and
Oh, really?
over tourism. So there is a lot more location, pretty beautiful location, like not much tourists, especially towards the north in Kudat. And then there's few dive site, beautiful dive site like Maliangin and what else? Few of the island tip of Borneo. There is a dive site and local surfing destination as well.
Okay.
Towards south, well, from the north towards south is Mermaid Island. My hometown, Kota Balut. There's few beautiful dive site along this side as well. And Sipadan, of course, world famous, and around there you can dive as well. You can dive in Mabul, Kapalai, Selakan Island. There's a mark diving heaven, underwater photographer heaven now. Hot soup, famous, and Matabuan, Sibuan Island. Don't forget to go to Mata King, all these places. But yeah, try to do some exploration. I mean, diving on this coast of Borneo in Sabah.
Yeah,
Yes.
no, definitely, definitely. I 100% need to make it out there, and I even knew that was where I needed to go before I moved to Malaysia. Because I mean, you just hear about that area of the world, how beautiful the diving is. Um,
Are you a scuba diver?
Me, yeah, yeah, yeah. No, actually, I have. I'm an instructor. Yeah, so I've been scuba diving for about let's see, 2016 is when I got certified with my open water, and then just slowly moving through the ranks. I was pretty active in teaching before I moved to Penang. But there's no diving in Penang, so I haven't really been able to teach. There's Langkawi, which I went one time, and then the closest diving to me is going to be Koh Lipe in Thailand.
Yeah,
Closest nice diving, I should say.
you should go to Koh Lanta, Koh Phi Phi.
Yeah, well, Koh Phi Phi is the first place I ever went scuba diving. I was backpacking through Thailand, and stayed on Koh Phi Phi for, I think it was like 4 or 5 days in, I think it was like 2015. And yeah, that was the first time I ever went scuba diving, and just, yeah, I absolutely fell in love with it. It was changed my life. Like,
Yeah, agree.
yeah,
Truly
so
agree.
it was a good time. So, but yeah, no, I that's why I've been wanting to go out to the Borneo area for. I mean, I've known about it for a very long time. So, it was actually nice at Mighty, the for you listeners out there, the Malaysia International Dive Expo, because I got to chat with a lot of people from that area and just all around Malaysia, because I haven't really explored a lot of diving in Malaysia. So it's definitely my goal starting this year, and then going, further. I mean, we'll probably be living out here for quite a while, so it's definitely a goal to check out a lot of different dive sites
Nice.
in Malaysia. So
Nice.
my next question is, you like to do, I don't know if it's a hobby or professional, underwater photography?
It's a hobby.
Okay.
It's my hobby. Yeah, because it's a hobby. It's become my hobby because when I was just started as in scuba diving, I don't know about underwater camera, but always see the media, the documentary, beautiful pictures. So I kind of wanted to capture every moment when I was in the water, and I want to capture all the animal that I used to see when I was diving. So that's make me into an underwater photographer. Just a hobby, and I like to capture all the moment whenever I dive, especially the smaller, tiny macro animal thing like that.
Oh, okay, okay.
So that's really, how to say, that's really make me stuck in the water for a longer time, like 1 hour, just try to capture that teeny tiny animal. Yeah, it's a hobby, just a crazy hobby of me.
No, that's
Yeah.
awesome. That's awesome. I love the little nudibranchs, or the manta shrimp, or just anything small is always fun to see. Although, I think with my older age, I might have to start bringing a magnifying glass, just so I can see them a little bit better.
How can you say you're older age?
I mean, I'm joking. I just turned. I'm not super. I just turned 40 this year in April. Just turned 40, so not old. I joke around, but I have seen people out there with their magnifying glasses.
I'm 10 years younger, but opposite of your age. No, I'm just kidding. Older than you. But the age is not stopping us to the water anyway.
No, no, that's awesome. That's awesome. So, what do you have in? Do you have any big plans or any other plans for the future of the project?
Yeah, that's why. I mean, that's why I'm here. I still continue learning, actually, basically on the nature conservation. So it's a big project. I can put it like I wanted to do it in long term. Hopefully, someone will carry our legacy here, our work here when we are gone, because we create this Ocean Quest Borneo Eco Camp is a, a place that you can see how we work with nature, how we live with nature, and how we coexist with the things, all the living animal around us, not only in on land but also in the water. So Ocean Quest Borneo is we set it up as a training base, and everyone from any part of the world can come here and learn and upgrade themselves on nature conservation. It's not only coral, but other nature conservation as well. If they want to further on research, coral cataloging, even we will have a painting studio real soon. Yeah, and photography, underwater photography, birding photography, land micro photography. Just like I have few volunteer, they are obsessed on the insect like spiders, spiders, scorpion, and centipede. Yeah, they're obsessed with it. They are scuba diver. They are crazy on the marine life. But in the night, like 10 o'clock, you will see the lights moving on. They will walk to the trail and they try to find as much as species and pretty spider they can get on the day. Yeah, this is the long term. We want to open up an opportunity for especially the youngsters, kind of losing track too much on the phone, too much on the game, too much on IT things, especially like AI thinking like that. For me, yeah, I mean, it's in a way it's good, but from what I experienced, this kind of human, they disconnect with nature. They disconnected with nature, and when you put them to the ground or like bring them to the beach, they like freak out with the crab that pop up from the sand area, and they got freaked out with the hermit crab when towards sunset, a lot of hermit crab coming out for food, things like that. These are the precious moment, the precious thing that not every human can see now, but we have it here in Ocean Quest Borneo Eco Camp, which is fully operated by One Ocean Empire and 100% supported by Ocean Quest Global. So we welcome people, anyone, non-diver or diver, come here. This is the place for you to learn and get connected with the nature. Yes.
Awesome, awesome. I love that message, and I will definitely leave links in the descriptions for the description for the show, so that way people know how to get a hold of you if they want to come out and volunteer. It sounds like an amazing time between the land excursions, the ocean excursions, especially that part of the world is so beautiful. I need to make it out there. I've done, like I said, very little exploring in.
Over, let me host you. Let me host you and stay here. You will never want to go back to Penang. I'm sure that, especially all my diver that every diver and the student came here to learn. They stay for 1 month. Oh, Monica, can I stay another month? I say, yeah, there's available space. And then after second month, Monica, can I stay for last 1 month? Yes, it's available unless there is not enough tent for the volunteer to continue stay on. Then I'm sorry about that. And our eco camp, we only limited to 10 people.
Oh, okay,
10.
okay,
10, not more than. We don't care how much money you have. We only can take 10 person. Yeah, That's how precious.
No, that's good to know. That's good to know. And I very, very much look forward to coming to visit you and just checking out the area. And I will have to, I don't know when the next big holiday is, but we'll have to make it out there for sure.
The best time for you to visit is March, April, May. May. Yeah, that's the best time. Maybe you have, if you're lucky enough, you can see the whale shark by the shore.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Baby juvenile manta ray feeding the krill season. Just a swim.
Okay. Yeah. No, that sounds amazing, and I will definitely let you know once I'm on my way there, because it sounds absolutely amazing.
Please be my guest.
Well, I want to thank you very much for coming on to the show today. Do you have any last parting words, any last words of advice for conservation or anything?
Yeah, well, I just want to say to all the scuba diver and non-diver, if you are not yet diver, maybe you should take a chance to experience breathing underwater, and it will totally change your mind 360 degree. If you're already a diver, I want to encourage you to take up some coral conservation courses or be part of the conservation initiative from wherever you are, and try to dive with purpose and contribute back to our mother nature instead of just keep on taking it. And by doing that, we have to do our part, keep inspired the people around us as well. Protect our ocean is to protect our life. Put nature first. That's my last message.
That is a beautiful message, and that's a great last message.
Thank you.
Well, thank you very, very much for coming on, and I hope you have a wonderful day.
Yeah, you too. Thank you so much, Nick. See you soon.
Offgassing, a scuba podcast.